everybody, welcome to McFarland Minutes, our weekly podcast hosted by Natalie McFarland, me, and founder and president of McFarland Productions, and Scout Foster, our outreach marketing manager. In these episodes, you can expect deleted scenes, in-depth campaign reviews, project highlights, marketing concepts, book reviews, and a deep dive into the creative process at Off Your Rocker Films, and of course, invaluable lessons on mentorship, leadership, and the business of it all. We are so excited to be releasing our episodes every Sunday as your soft launch to Monday. Hey everybody, welcome to McFarland Minutes, your soft launch to Monday. Today, episode 31. I think this is going to be a two-part episode because this is a complex topic, but it is middle of October. By the time you're listening to this, you should definitely be well on your way to planning your 2026 marketing if you don't already have a major structure put together already. If you're product-based, you're probably already planning your launches or have already planned out your launches and set your lines for quarters into 2026, maybe not all of them, but you're likely already thinking that far ahead, so your marketing needs to be there as well. So what we thought we would do is we would show you a way that we like to set up our strategy. We do this for ourselves. We do this for our clients, so that we kind of have a road through 2026, and we don't, let things sneak up on us. Like holidays can sneak up on you pretty quick if you don't have a pre-planned sort of thing. So, Scout kind of put together a template, and I think we're going to do this as a downloadable. What you'll need to do is we'll make it a Google Sheets template, and you'll just need to make a copy of it. So when you click the link at the top, it'll say like create a copy, and it will save it to your own Google Drive so that you can edit it on your own Google Drive. You will not be able to edit the link that you click. So make a copy to your Google Drive. So there's just a little tutorial on how to. If you have more questions about that, feel free to email us. But Scout, why don't you talk a little bit about the sheet? Give us a little bit about like why we do it at all, and then we can share it and we can work a little bit through it for our own brand.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and share it so I can walk you guys through it and you can see it. But this is our yearly plan. On the left side, I have it broken down by the weeks. Some clients I have it start on Mondays. Some specifically for this, I have it starting on Sunday for podcast releasing. So we have every week of the year. I highlight it based on the month. You can break this up as just monthly. You don't have to do the like weekly lines. You can do it quarterly. I think that whatever works for you or your client. You can tweak the template to your liking. In this column, I just have events to be aware of. So this is just things like Christmas or Valentine's Day. It doesn't necessarily have to be a holiday. It can be something specific to your event, like National Cheese Day or something. Just
National Finals Rodeo.
But it can work for anything.
It could also be like if you were in the outdoor industry, Safari Club International, right? If you're in the aviation industry, Oshkosh, right? Like being able to mark like key industry events or holidays for your industry.
This is kind of like when you fill this out, it will help you funnel what you need for your social, what you need for your emails, what you need for your blogs, what you need for your like that first box helps you distribute and kind of it lays out the foundation of things that are upcoming, but also helps you figure out what you need to be doing to have content or like just any general marketing assets and pieces for that particular note.
Typically when we do this too, we try to involve like at least most of the team, right? Particularly like social, operations, and like director of story, which is Scout's title, or you could call it director of
Mm-hmm.
campaigns or something like that. But being able to involve everyone where they apply, right? So we kind of agree on an overarching strategy as the year goes on. It keeps us really consistent across all platforms.
Something else to note, like since we are doing this, just the two of us, I will separately talk with social media and like separately talk with it would probably be you, but on like the websites, you and Kevin for in-person things. Also,
Yeah. And we'll also be talking with, like our post
mm-hmm,
production editor for video related to any of
mm-hmm,
those pieces. So it ends up impacting the full team, your full marketing
right,
team. If you're doing this for a brand versus a marketing agency, it impacts your full marketing
right,
team. So being able to work together on this, it really gives everybody a roadmap and everybody kind of is on the same page of when things need to be
sure.
existent to go
Something
out.
I do also want to point out is um, social media, email, blog, podcast, like, well, maybe not podcasts, but blogs, like those are probably things that you do have. You probably have you will need a section for website updates. For McFarland Productions specifically, we don't do any like influencers or brand collaborations normally,
Or
or
paid
paid
ads.
ads. Yeah, that's a good one. But keep going, like keep filling the columns out for the things that are specific to you and your client. So for our client plans, they look a little bit different than what this one looks like. But this is like our
Yeah,
base.
the columns really apply to
Hmm.
them, right? So like in person super applies to like Painted Hills
Right.
Natural Beef, right? Because they do demos all the time. They support different events around the
Hmm.
country with food activations, typically like beefs, brews, and barbecues. It's one of my personal favorites, but the in-person events may apply less to other companies than they do, like a Painted Hills or something like that. Um, you might be an apparel company that doesn't do any shows, right? Well, that's probably your call. I think at some point you should probably do a show or two in specific
Hmm.
locations. Some people are retailers, right? So like the way you do in-person events is much different. So yeah, definitely tailor it to your brand from like a columns perspective.
I stopped sharing so I can type freely without feeling like I'm being watched while we go through this because I feel like every time I am being watched when I type, I like don't know how to spell anymore or something.
uh,
But
who
yeah,
doesn't,
it's really, yeah, I'm not in the right headspace for that type of, torture today. So, but we will
Mm-hmm.
make this
I used to
available.
do like a lot of I used to do a lot of in-person training. It's not like obviously we do a lot of virtual training here at McFarland Productions because we're all remote, but I used to do a lot of in-person training when I was at Romtech Utilities, and like I swear every single person I teach that would happen to, and they're like, I swear I can type. I'm like, I know you can. It's literally because I'm
Mm-hmm.
watching. I don't. My brain doesn't work
It's
anymore. I
too
think
much
I don't
pressure. My
know.
fingers are shaking. I can't.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay, so Scout's going to go through and start filling out that first column. Some of the things that we think about at McFarland Productions, are like the major holidays that typically marketing participates in. So we'll put Valentine's Day, 4th of July, Memorial Day. We include 9/11, and, of course, Christmas, Thanksgiving, the whole thing. We also include things like National Finals Rodeo. This next year, we might include a little bit more outdoor related industry things, but we'll go through and kind of go add all those through that whole spreadsheet. National Day of the Cowboy can really sneak up on you because it's not quite as like well marketed as a whole, but from our industry's perspective, it's an important one. National Day of the Cowgirl also, they can kind of both end up being ones that sort of end up sneaking up on you. So you certainly want to make sure that you put those on there so that you're kind of staring at them, right? You can't just miss them. So Scout's going to go through and put those on there. That kind of gives us the basis of the types of things that we need to be aware of from like a content perspective, right? Just keeps us really really on task. The other thing that we might include next year, Scout, I'm surprising this on you, but next year is America's 250th birthday. So not only is it 4th of July, it's the 250. So we might want to be doing something a little bit more extravagant than we normally would do, where we typically maybe
Yeah.
would do like, a Cowboy Christmas related post. We probably still will do that, but maybe we're doing a little bit longer campaign for 4th of July this year. And that would apply to really any brand, any US based brand that could possibly be listening to this. So something to think about.
Something else I would mention, this is not necessarily a McFarland Productions thing, but as we're just looking at the calendar, I'm thinking of things like the Super Bowl or like the start of hunting season, which like that does vary based on regions and states and what you're hunting and things. But like that popped into my head when I was looking at this.
Mm-hmm.
The start of college game day kickoff for college football.
Yeah, especially like snack
Mm-hmm.
brands, food brands. Definitely college football is a really good one.
Back to school.
Mm-hmm. It's a great one. Summer, like start of school summer.
Oh,
Spring
yes.
break
This is all
for
good.
tourism. Spring break would be a good one.
We do Memorial Day. We have that. That's a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, sure is.
This episode's going to be a little bit more of a
Mm-hmm.
workshop episode. This one and the next one, because we kind of want to walk you guys through like a real look at how we would do it. So anyway, if you're listening to this audio wise, you should really flip over to the video because
It will make more
it'll help you
sense.
more. So you'll be able to see the spreadsheet.
September is Pendleton Roundup.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's a good
Do we
one.
have anything in January? That's completely. Oh,
WESA,
yes. Is that?
Western
Yeah.
English Style Association. If you're not familiar,
When is your birthday's in February?
yes. Yeah, we're big on birthdays at McFarland Productions, and I can kind of talk about this as you're typing too. But I actually just did a post on this because Scout's birthday was pretty recently. But we at McFarland Productions do a floating holiday, and we refer to it as a birthday day off. So this is a paid holiday for anybody that's on our team full time. And there, you basically get to take your birthday off, paid, guilt free, as basically a holiday. So same as like Christmas or something like that. If your birthday falls on the weekend, you don't miss out. You do either Friday or Monday, whatever's closer to your birthday. So that's kind of a fun one. We try to go over the top for birthdays here at McFarland
And
Productions.
then Kevin's birthday is in March, right?
Right?
What do we have? Okay, I have February. I have Valentine's Day, Super Bowl, your birthday.
Ryan's birthday.
Oh. Are you guys both Aquariuses or something?
He's early February, so he would be
What are
Aquarius, I
you?
think, and I'm
Oh,
Pisces.
I should read up on that. I don't know anything about that. Are you?
I don't
I don't
know.
really get
I'm
into
not
it,
like into
but
it, you know.
sometimes I'm like,
They're kind of
they
entertaining to
are.
read.
Okay. I added Ryan's birthday. Do we have anything else in January or February?
Not off the top of my
Okay,
head.
March I have spring break and Kevin's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing for April.
April Fool's Day.
Haha. Do you want to put in client events?
Um, I think let's address that in the weekly things because from our own perspective, our own marketing will
Okay.
probably like highlight
Mm-hmm.
them, but they won't necessarily be like a theme
Okay.
for us.
May I have Memorial Day? We can also put Beef Week in here.
Oh yeah, Beef Week would be good. National FFA Week, National 4-H Week. Both of those would be good.
Is 4-H Week in May?
That's a good question.
National FFA Week is in February, I think.
For all of you guys that are watching and can see me struggling over here to the right, let me just introduce
Wait,
you.
I can't see. Grippy! Welcome to
Grippy
McFarland
is here.
Minutes.
And she's gonna nap on my lap apparently while
This
we're
is a fun
podcasting.
episode.
So welcome to real life working.
Um,
Hi. Don't lick me. Don't lick me.
National FFA
Hi.
Week is in February. National 4-H Week is October. That was a good call out. Right next to Halloween.
NCBA could be a good one if you were like super focused on the beef industry. We might do a little bit of something with it, but
In
NCBA
April
is,
or
we don't
May?
usually do anything like particular.
Is that a May thing?
I
Oh, I
think it
think
is
May is
maybe
also
May.
National Beef Month. I think so.
Probably.
June we have Father's Day. That's also
Mm-hmm.
you're
May would also be
you're
Mother's
right.
Day.
I don't want to forget about the mothers. Um, I can't think of anything else in February or no, in June. Currently, we'll probably think of things as we're like
Kickoff of summer run maybe for rodeo, but
July. I have our 250th, 250.
you're being so much, Grip.
4th of July, National Day of the Cowboy. We'll say Cowboy Christmas. Anything else for July?
No, I think that sounds
Okay,
pretty good.
August I have back to school and college football.
There's technically another WESA in August, but we don't typically participate with that
Okay.
one.
I'll put it in there just, for funsies. September I have National Day of the Cowgirl, Pendleton Roundup, my birthday. I'm trying to think of anything we just went through, but I think that's all the things.
Sounds about right.
October I have Halloween and National 4-H Week.
Yep. Probably kick off campaigns for Thanksgiving.
Wow, I feel like people are watching me and my typing is already suffering.
No one is looking at what you're typing.
I know, but
now,
I can
so.
feel it. November, I have Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Probably need to sprinkle in some Christmas stuff.
Is it Veterans Day also that's
Yes.
in November? I believe it's, the 11th,
That's
I
also
believe.
Lane's birthday, so I kind of forget about the Veterans Day. Oops. I don't forget about the veterans. I just...
Lane's birthday takes over.
December, NFR, Christmas, Molly's birthday.
Probably like prepping for New Year's. Oh, January, New Year's.
Oh, haha. Also, I'm going to put like goals in here because we always do our goals in December.
Yeah, I feel like goals stuff is December.
March is also St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, that's right.
Which we don't really do much for it, but
we do a little bit on the beef side.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like on our clients, we do, but for us specifically, we don't really.
Right.
Okay. This is when I would usually go into our social section, but I'm going to save to do that with Molly.
Why don't you go ahead and share your screen so we can kind of go back over that where people can see it. Cool. So let's just go back over the list here. So January, we're going to put in New Year's in WESA. February, Valentine's Day, Super Bowl, my birthday, Ryan's birthday, National FFA Week. Art of the Cowgirl would fall into usually one of those two as well. I don't know off the top of my head the dates for it this year, but I would put it in February. That's what it's been pretty consistently. Let's see, March, spring break, Kevin's birthday, St. Patrick's Day, April Fool's Day, which is all of April's glory, apparently.
Oh, Easter maybe in April or March.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. We can look that up later.
No, you're right. It's April. May, Memorial Day, which, is just the kickoff of barbecue season, so we love that. And, of course, the traditional versions of Memorial Day as well, but that's also Beef Week is in May, NCBA is in May, National Beef Month is May, and then Mother's Day, June, Father's Day kickoff, summer run for rodeo, PRCA primarily. July, next year, it's not only the 4th of July, but America's 250th birthday, National Day of the Cowboy, and Cowboy Christmas all fall in July. August, back to school, college football, WESA, August market, September, National Day of the Cowgirl, Pendleton Roundup, Scout's birthday, October, Halloween, National 4-H Week, kickoff campaigns for Thanksgiving, and then November, Black Friday, sprinkle in some Christmas stuff, Veterans Day. I can't read the first one because my camera's in the way, so you get to take off from here.
NFR, Christmas, Molly's birthday, and prepping New Year's and goals for December. Yep. What I usually do from here is I go in and I sort it by week. On when we're planning our social media, we do it like we batch monthly content as like a structured schedule, and then obviously there are times where we add or tweak the monthly structured schedule to fit things that just come up, trends, things like that. But obviously New Year's, okay, so also just an FYI, I have it starting on Sunday, so like it doesn't necessarily start with January 1st. So in our 2025 calendar, we have January 1st content mapped out there because it falls in the week of December 29th. If that makes sense.
If you want to start this off where you're going, like where the first is visible on 2026, what I would suggest doing if you're editing this in the template side is just adding a line above that that's like January 1 through 3. So you've got like a partial week at the top, but it's all of 2026. But I think for our purposes, let's leave it Sunday to Sunday. But for sure, yeah, make sure you're thinking about that as you're planning.
Do you know the dates of WESA?
I don't. I want to say it's probably that week of the 18th. You could put it in there and just put tentative next to it.
TBD. See, I can't do it. Valentine's Day will be... Oh, wait, when is your birthday?
The 26th. Ryan's will be the first week. Mine will be the last.
Oh, my God. I hate myself.
You're doing great, Scout.
Valentine's Day. I think National FFA Week falls here. I will go back and check these weeks.
Yeah.
Art of the Cowgirl, do we know? Super Bowl is probably here.
I don't. I think it is the first week, yeah. I don't know for Art of the Cowgirl. I'm not sure that they've announced their dates yet.
I feel like it could be isn't it? I feel like you're usually there on your birthday.
Last year I was, but that was the first time.
What day is Kevin's birthday?
It would be the third week. The March 23rd week, sorry. One more. Fourth week.
This would be
our website. Oh, February 24th through 28th. It is the same week as my birthday this year.
Spring break, I'm just gonna leave that in as like the month to be aware of, because it literally is like all month of March is someone's spring break, I feel like. April Fool's Day actually is really in the week of this. Can you look when Easter 2026 is while you're looking things up?
Yes. April 5th.
Oh, it will also be in March. Actually. Wait, hold on.
That's Sunday.
Uh,
You're off a day.
oh, my spreadsheet is off a day. I don't know if I've gone in and edited, like, picked Sunday on all of these, to be honest with you.
We'll double check that before we do
Yeah.
the template.
Because all of these are.
This shows people that it's pretty easy to switch
Yeah.
what day is in that
Wow.
column. So if you don't want to start them on Sundays.
Where did I not?
January was right.
And some of March. I just duplicated this from last year, so I haven't gone in to do all of the dates are in, but I didn't check if we're a Monday or a Sunday. Anyways, I can do that later. Memorial Day will be the last weekend. Beef Week would also be that week. Mother's Day, I think, would be.
It's around the 13th, so it should be that 11th.
I think it will be the 10th.
Yep, the 10th. So that one's a week off. Or a day off.
I just fixed it. This would happen to me while I'm sharing my screen, you know? Anyways. Okay, I have Memorial Day, Beef Week, Mother's Day. National Beef Month is obviously the whole month. Do you know NCBA dates?
I'm looking it up for you.
Ooh, this one is actually...
CattleCon 2026. Wait. Downtown Nashville, Tennessee will host CattleCon 2026, February 3rd through 5th, 2026.
February? Oh, wait. No, that's not what I want. I don't remember how I backed that up. Maybe that? Not that. Okay, we're gonna have to figure this out. Well, not right now. Okay, so NCBA. Well, I think CattleCon is only one of their conferences, I thought. No?
I thought that was the main
It's not
one.
really imperative for McFarland Productions. It would be more client related.
Right.
How do I get this one? Can you see this? How do I get that back?
So switch colors. Oh, so select the top box or under your holiday event box. Sorry, column B, first one.
I can't because it's all together.
So unmerge it.
Oh.
And then you'll have to move that one down and then merge it with the other one.
I was like, why is this not? This is like a live training. And I feel like
and then you'll just have to mess with May.
Yeah, it's fine. This one, it's fine. What color is that? That color? Perfect. Pretty. I think I have... Okay.
Scout is just way more into the color coding than me. So,
but when you're looking at it, it makes it way easier to like break it up.
Sure.
I know you would look at this. It's like, oh, I couldn't do it.
I would literally just do like light gray, white, light gray, white, light gray.
I don't like that. I hate the color gray. It looks dead. Anyways, my foot's slipping off this little. Okay. June, I think Father's Day will be on the 15th or something. Oh, the 14th. I mean.
Yeah, that should be right.
This is Father's Day. I'm just gonna kick off to summer run.
Oh, it's the 21st. You're off a week.
Is it? I thought it was the 15th this year.
Not according to the Google machine.
I trust the Google machine. I just am shocked because we were in Florida for Father's Day, in 2025 this year currently. 4th of July will actually fall on this. The reason that I usually start it on Sunday is when number one, the podcast, but number two, when we're going through doing June content, for example, June ends on a Tuesday, but we really need to have the rest of that week planned out, which includes 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm. Especially because you're going to be gone.
right. So,
Like theoretically, you're out of the
mm-hmm,
office or you're working a rodeo.
mm-hmm, right. So, usually just like clean cut, like content scheduling, even if it like the end of the month is midweek. So, that's why I do
Mm-hmm.
this. Um,
I think you could use this structure too for like event work too, right? So if you're, a rodeo or like a special event like a Pendleton Cattle Barons or something like that, you could utilize this same type of structure in order to like plan out when you release things. So like sticking with Pendleton Cattle Barons, maybe you're announcing your silversmithing competition or you're opening up entries for the horse sale or something like that. Those would be key events that I would put in that column
mm-hmm.
B, and then plan those out so that I'm getting that content ready to go ahead of schedule and it doesn't sneak up on me.
You know, National Day of the Cowboy 2026.
Oh look.
This is like super helpful, like organizational method for your social media managers because when they are staring at 30 days of content they need to fill, this kind of breaks it down into a little bit more like manageable chunks of time. Like here, we need one post for St. Patrick's Day. If it fits your brand, we need a post for Valentine's Day if it fits your brand type thing, instead of just like
Mm-hmm.
February of 20 something days that we have to pull.
Fourth Saturday in July, Cowboy National Day of the
So that
Cowboy.
will be the 26th or the 25th.
1, 2, 3. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna leave. When is WESA? 2026 in August. I'm gonna leave back to school and college football as just month deals to be thinking about because it's not like one specific day.
August 18th through 21st.
And oh, we forgot Labor Day in September.
Oh
Can you
yeah.
look up what day that would? When is that usually
It's the first
of
Monday.
September?
Mm-hmm.
So it will be on the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Are you having a good time?
Mm-hmm.
And Pendleton starts the second week or the third.
Yeah, second full week in September.
So it will start. Uh,
They are the 7th through the 12th next year.
okay, and my birthday will be down here. It's on a Tuesday. Bummer. Okay, I think that's all for that. And Halloween will be the last week.
Hmm. You know what? That was incorrect. Pendleton Roundup, September 16th through 19th, 2026.
I was thinking that that's what it was going to be when you said the first full weekend.
Yeah, the Google result was incorrect.
Oh.
Prove you wrong, Google.
Mm.
But looking at their website, September 16th through 19th.
We usually kick off our. What the heck?
National Day of the Cowgirl is the
Of
15th
September.
of September.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And then we usually kick off our Thanksgiving something right before Halloween. We a little soft launch sprinkle there. National 4-H week. I think it said it was
The 4th through the 10th? Verifying. Now I don't trust Google.
Thanks, Google. For nothing.
Did I say the 5th through the 11th?
Something like that. Yeah, you said the 4th through the 10th, which would be Sunday to Saturday.
Okay, cool.
This is National 4-H Week. Okay, and then Veterans Day will be in here. Do we know when Thanksgiving 2020? Is it the last?
Isn't it the fourth Thursday? I think it's usually the fourth Thursday.
It will be here. And Black Friday.
Yeah, November 26th would be Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, perfect. And do we know when the NFR starts in 2026? The NFR kind of confuses me sometimes because I feel like sometimes it starts like right after Thanksgiving, and sometimes you have like a week in between, which I think you'll have this week in between. Oh, maybe you won't.
Yeah, let me look at a calendar here.
I think it'll start on the.
I think it'll be the 3rd through the 12th.
Molly's birthday, I think, is the 20-something.
That sounds right. That week, anyway.
Yeah. We'll edit accordingly. It'll also be Christmas. And then here we'll put New Year's in. Goals will fluctuate. So I think we're good on that. From here, I usually map out newsletters. So we send an email campaign on the 1st and 15th of every month. And I don't have content yet, but I'm going to put it in the first
Yeah, so typically, for those watching, what we would do is put monthly newsletter in the week that it applies, and then we would put like the primary topic that's going to be in that. Doing that allows us to coordinate, content on social, the blog, the podcast, and so forth, so that it's a cohesive approach.
We also will do the mid-month newsletter on the 15th of every month. So here's where I'll add content for that when we strategize that. We have a blog every Wednesday. I usually will put the date, so the 7th, and then name of the blog here. And then podcast.
And then we'll do that for every week.
Oh, and the podcast will release on the 4th, and then I'll put like name of podcast. And then our in-person stuff will probably vary a lot, as well as our website updates. But can you think of any website updates that we can plug into this plan right now?
For the website, I would say, we'll probably do some stuff that is associated with like the blog and things like that. We might be able to update some content from like a portfolio perspective. We would be thinking about things like Telly Award, like when the Telly Awards are announced, and things like that would be adding to the website. So we would go through and schedule some of those sorts of things, right? Preemptively, hoping that, that the Telly Awards or whatever awards they are pan out for us. 30 under 30 would be a good thing to put in our
when is that?
Primary column too.
April, March?
I believe it's in May this year. Let me look.
Something else that I did in the 2025 one that was pretty helpful is especially for the email or the blogs is really the only one that I used it for, but I put in a column to the right with a drop down to mark if it was scheduled or not. Just
Mm.
because, I mean, mostly just for my,
Yeah.
keeping.
We also will use, I mean, ClickUp is the primary keeper of that kind of stuff for us, but you certainly could use this as sort of a project management software too.
Mm-hmm.
30 under 30 next year, May 20th through 23rd.
May.
They moved it.
So it's, what is it, May 20th through 23rd?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. A lot of times for our blogging task is it's due like the last Friday of the month for the entire month. So like on the last Friday of the month, like October blogs will be due. So 9 out of 10 times I do all four of them in one day, but it just helps me like keep like yes, I have all four done. Because our task per my liking is put as like a monthly task, not as a weekly task for blogs, just so I can like batch, write, upload, schedule, and then they can just publish when, according to whatever day they're supposed to publish. But this is probably a good stopping point on this.
Yeah. Yeah, we're let's call this part
Mm-hmm.
one of our 2026 marketing planning for McFarland Productions. Next week's episode, we'll go kind of more into depth on our like overall story and strategy concepts. I think we'll talk more about how we determine what types of things we're hitting in each quarter. We'll talk about more of the strategy of it all rather than the structure of it all. So we hope to see you next week. This was episode 31, part one of your 2026 marketing planning for McFarland Productions, and we'll see you
Bye.
next week.